What's up, YouTube? MagentaGadget, and how you doing? It's been a while, I know, but um, went to YCS Chicago this weekend. This is my mat that I always plan, and I'm gonna attempt to give you my deck list and recant my tournament. I tried to write notes on my games that I played this weekend so I could kind of let you know how each match went. I was playing Chaos Dragons, which was snap decision kind of. I was gonna play hero. I had rabbit together. I flipped a coin literally, and 2 out of 3 came up Chaos Dragon. So I went with it, and it was a blast. I went 7-2 the first day and made day 2. Then lost round 10 today. Didn't make top, but I had a lot of fun playing this deck. I would probably play it again soon. But I'm going to attempt to go through my matchups real fast here. Round 1 I played against Evils. I opened Future Fusion game 1 and dropped Return from the Different Dimension game 3. Round 2 I played Gadgets, and I OTK'd me, and then we played a couple turns and I won because my monsters are huge. Round 3 I played against Rabbit, the eventual second place finisher of the tournament. He Rabbit TGU'd games 1 and 3. I fought back game 1, but game 3 was pretty bad. Round 4 I played against Hero, and back to back he ripped Miracle Fusions, and I had already lost game 1, so that was kind of disheartening. Miracle, but he was a cool guy, so no hard feelings. Round 5 I played windups. I 2-0'd him. I didn't even know what he was playing after game 1, and he looped me game 2, but I still had a pulsar in hand, so I won from there. Round 6 I played against Heroes again, and Sorcerer kind of just controlled the game down, and game 2 he got skill drain up, but Red Eye's metal is quite large, and just beat him down. Round 7 I played Inzektor, and I beat him 2-1. Game 2 I drew 3 Space Typhoons, 2 Chaos Sorcerers, and a Dark Flare Dragon, so that's, a highly playable hand. Round 8 I played against Rabbits again, and I beat him real bad. Game 1 he drew a bunch of vanillas, and game 2 I think he opened a pair of vanillas again, but he kind of expressed to me that his hand was weak through tells, so it was a win. And then I had to play a friend of mine who was playing Lightsworn round 9 for the last of the day, and game 3 I opened Future Fusion, and we traded BLS's game 1 and game 2, so it was good to play against him. It was too bad one of us had to go home. So this morning I came back, played against Inzektors. I lost game 1. I don't have any notes for this one. I won game 2, and game 3 we had a judge call that lasted about 12 minutes with Lila and Fiendish Chain, and in the end it was Lila will switch. It's hard to explain. So I lost the ruling, but it wasn't like I expected to win it. I really wasn't sure how it worked. So, but one of the important things about game 1 is that I dark flared his Hornet, and the next turn he summoned Trooper and milled another one. So that was kind of brutal. Otherwise, I felt I had control of game 1. But let's go into the deck real quick. It's 41. Played 3-Light Pulsar, obviously. Card is awesome. He makes the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, whatever you want to call them, the guys of the deck. I got 2 Dark Flares. May up this to 3 if I play this deck again, but he's real nice. He's a lot better than I thought he was, as far as banishing cards, hitting Hornets, etc. Sending Wyverns that you draw in your hand to the graveyard, and loading up your graveyard with Darks and Lights so that you can get optimal dragon plays off. 2 Wyverns. I opened him enough. I originally thought that I really wanted to play 3, but I went with 2. And I opened 2 of them quite a few times, but it's not a bad card overall. I mean, obviously, with Future Fusion, this card is part of the insane combos. 2 Red Eyes Darkness Battles. the main beater, like I said, part of the dynamic duo light pulsar, which is over here. Then Dark Arm, I know I played the common one. You know, I decided to play the deck in the last minute, so I didn't really have time to get Foily Dads. BLS, which I never got to do. I wanted to drop my first the Invasion of Chaos BLS and my common Dark Arm next to each other at the same time, but they never made it to the same field. Too bad. Then yeah, Blackluster Soldier, obviously. Best Chaos monster, Chaos Dragons. 2 sorcerers, may or may not up this to 3. It's just scary playing so many monsters that are relying on having a loaded graveyard. Your opening hands can be dead if you're not careful. So yeah, sorcerer, he puts in work, obviously. 3 Raikos and 3 Lilas. Main Lightsworn engine. It's milling, destroying. This card is clutch against heroes, as is this card actually. Not so much against skill drain, but this makes Shining Mist timing, and this sets up clear plays against all decks. Just, you know, blow up the back row and go off. So they're both quite essential, and they get their mill on, which helps me get Lights and Dark in Graveyard, obviously. 3 Effect Veilers, because that seemed to be the meta call this weekend. Stops Insectors. Now it stops Rabbits. I'm sure you guys are pretty aware. Priority's gone as of Wednesday. So, obviously, 3 Veiler, and it's Tuner. So I have a lot of big monsters in this deck, so a 1-star Tuner can go a long way. 2 card trippers, get my mill on, get my plus on, draw some cards. I would never play less than 2 troopers. This card is awesome. 3 Tour Guide from the Underworld, and Sangan. Sangan's not nearly as effective in this deck as some because not that many of my monsters are small. These are my targets. These guys, Raikos, and other tour guides. I think that's it, actually. Yep, Raiko, Veiler Trooper, and other guides. But obviously it's a fiend for tour guide, and you can set up plays, remove Leviathan, remove a dark, or put a dark in the graveyard. Levier, put a dark in the graveyard. But I wouldn't play the deck without these guys because if you open a hand that, you know, some like, if you have these in your hand and you don't have any summonable monsters, the second you get a tour guide, you can drop the dynamic duo, as I call them several times in this video. The tour guide into Leviathan Dragon, dumps 2 darks in the graveyard, remove it for Red Eyes, Special Pulsar, and there they are. But yeah, tour guide, would not play deck without tour guide. Then you got Gores, you know, the man. One of the biggest selling points to this deck for me is that it's one of the decks that plays Gores. So, card is just too good not to have around, I think. And we played Tragodia, me and a couple of my friends. I'm up and down about this card. I really like it, but I really don't like it. The whole exceeding thing, stealing your monsters, is really nuts in the mirror. Which I didn't play any in the tournament, but you know, you drop it and steal their guy and exceed, and I don't know, Tragodia is pretty good. I like him, but I don't like him at the same time. Today, I'll get to that later. Never mind. Future Fusion. I picked up an ulti Italian one before the tournament started, so it's pretty cool. I opened a Game 1, Round 1, and Game 3, Round 9, and then one other time it got spaced. So, I resolved it twice. Obviously, it's kind of like you win when you play this card, so I got Reborn, Heavy, Dark Coal, 3 power cards, standard staples, the new Trinity, whatever you want to call them. Allure Darkness, Charge Light Brigade, 2 recharges, and 3 mystical cards. This is the pulling cards from the deck, thinning, drawing, gets your speed from your spells, and these are too clear for plays since we had anticipated that there'd be a lot of bottomless trap hole and such trap cards going around this event to stop monsters that no longer had priority. So made the call, play 3 spaces, and it's quite good. Don't have to fear Tarantula or anything, just go. You know, so it worked out really well. And one card I want to really give honorable mention to, I think it's my MVP. This isn't in my main deck. Well, I played in the 3v3 tournament today with some friends, and I took Trigodi out of the main and mained a return from my side deck. I sided this in every single match, all 10 matches, and I think it only got destroyed without effect one time, and I flipped this thing for just massive boards. It's ridiculous. This card is just incredible. So I mained it in the 3v3 today, and it worked out pretty well for me. I'm not sure if I'd main it again because it gets spaced more often than not game ones, but it is amazing card. Holy crap. Like, it didn't test that good, but wow. So yeah, then it gets me to my next point, 3v3 tournament. I played alongside Wind-Up player and a Malefic Drain player, and we lost the first round to a team of Inzector kids, and I think we were the only team they beat, but they were the only team that we lost to. And we went undefeated after that 4-1 finish, and we got third place. So picked up a set of uncut sheet of supers. I know there's no Hornet on here, but both my teammates got Hornets, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. This is a pretty cool thing. Neat prize to get for the 3v3 tournament. So after all, we got third. And honorable mention to Wobbuffet. Thank you to Nick for getting this for me when he was in New York. So Wobbuffet came 2 weeks ago, but I haven't been making videos because I've been so busy. Everything's going on, school and stuff. So, and we're getting close to finals again, but I want to get the channel going, so I figured I'd make this starting to get lengthy report, a deck profile, show off of prize sheet, and just check back in with you guys. I should have some other stuff coming up this week. I really hope so. I want to get the channel going again. I talked to a couple of you guys, subscribers, this weekend. Nice meeting you guys, and thanks again for subscribing. And I'll be going to Philly in a couple weeks for my birthday. Philly is my birthday. So we'll be getting some videos up about Galactic Overlord and stuff leading up to Philly and what I think about decks from the new set, like Heretics and stuff. So we'll see what happens with Chaos Dragon, but I had a blast playing it this weekend. It was so much fun, and it is such a good deck. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this profile, and we'll talk to you soon, and maybe we'll see some of you at Philly. Peace out, YouTube.